Hey guys, Petey here. I hope you're doing great. Today I just want to speak about fear of people. As a young boy, I grew up abnormally shy. I remember when I was in school, and if the teacher just kind of looked at me wrong, I was the boy who just started crying. I was just like, I was so afraid of people. I was so afraid of the world. I was and that is not a lot of people would say, oh, but that's an introvert thing, and because I am an introvert, but I want to submit to you that that is not a godly thing, and that God never made us to be afraid of people, because fear of people keeps us away from walking as Yeshua. You cannot walk like Jesus or Yeshua by being afraid of people. The reason that most people do not walk like Yeshua is because they're afraid of what people think of them. If Yeshua did a lot of things that are in opposition to what this world teaches and believes. So we, as believers, need to die to ourselves, pick up our cross and follow Him, and also die to the opinions of people. In other words, what people think of me will no longer shape who I am. But only what God says matters at this very moment. You see, unless we get to that place, you'll never be able to walk as He walked. So I want to tell you today of how God delivered me from that place of where I was at. I was really starting to seek God in my high school career, and I really dug into the scriptures and in prayer, and I just sought Him with all that I have, and I said, Father, I need the truth and nothing but the truth if I'm going to follow You. And I remember when I got in about my second or third year of university, God really encountered me in a radical way of allowing me to walk in great power for His glory in terms of healing. And it was such a blessing, and I give Him all the glory. It's not me at all. And that opened a few doors, and people asked me. I remember this one friend asked me to come and speak at his school with the kids at a high school, and I was just like thinking, Your Father, I can't speak in front of people. I remember always at university I did pretty average in my presentations. I've always been afraid of presenting to people, and even in high school it was really bad, where I did really badly in doing speeches and presenting things to people and all that. So now this friend comes and asks me to come and present the gospel in a way, or a testimony to a whole high school of about 1,000+ people, and I was just like, Father, I can't do this, Lord, how am I gonna do this? And I really remember I just felt the Father say, just go, do not prepare a word of what you're gonna say, but I want you to get on that stage and trust in me. And that was very daunting for me. I remember I was like, all right, Father, You said it. I'm not going to prepare anything. I'm just going to get on that stage, which I'm super unqualified to get on, because I'm not special, guys. I'm just a normal guy. And I got on that stage, and I remember as I was quite nervous, before I got on, as they were kind of making the announcements. And as I got on the stage, I remember I just took the mic, and the moment I looked at the whole crowd of people of all ages, I just felt this incredible peace come and rest on me. This abnormal supernatural peace of God come and rest on me. And I was able to stand up in front of the crowd and speak to them, and speak to the kids, and preach to them in a way that was incredible, that I would have never been able to do, that I have never done before, And in that moment of trusting God and just getting on there with my full trust on Him, He delivered me. He delivered me from a fear of people completely. Like I've been like totally delivered of. I remember it's so funny. Even after that, when I had an assignment and I had to do a presentation in front of people, I did so well at university level, doing presentations from that day forward, because I wasn't afraid anymore, because I had such faith in the Father, which He built in me, and He delivered me through that. So this is the thing, is deliverance oftentimes requires us to trust God. I would have never received that deliverance from fear of people if I had not gotten on that stage and be like, Father, I am useless, I am I have nothing to say to these people apart from what you want to say. And so, Father, I'm not going to prepare a word. I'm just going to get up here, Father, and you're going to need to say what you want to say, because without you, I'm going to be lost. And out of that place of faith, the moment I put my foot on that stage, the Father honored that, and He delivered me from all of those spiritual burdens of fear of people, and fear, the spirit of fear, and all of these things. So, I want to tell you today that going for deliverance sessions and letting people pray for you is amazing, but I didn't need to do that. All I had to do is trust God, and trust God with my actions as well. Not just saying, Father, deliver me, deliver me, deliver me, but when the opportunity came for me to go and say, God, I am trusting you now, and I stepped on that stage and God delivered me. So, guys, seek Him, and when He calls you to do something, even if it's beyond your reach physically, you go out and you walk as He calls you to walk, and He will enable you and equip you to do everything that He calls you to do. Even if you are, and I mean, today I'm speaking quite often in front of people, and it's not me, guys. It's not PD. It's not who I was. Let me say it that way. It's totally enabled by the Holy Spirit and by Father. And the sooner we realize that we can do nothing apart from Him, the better. The man who thinks that he can accomplish anything apart from God cannot be used by God. And every day my prayer is, Father, I am absolutely useless without you. I can accomplish nothing. I cannot even breathe a breath of fresh air without Him. I cannot do that. And anyone who thinks he can is a foolish man who lacks all wisdom. You see, all wisdom, all power, all breath, all opportunity, all blessing, everything that is good comes from Him. And we need to recognize that. And because when we recognize that, we will truly be able to trust Him and step into that place of trust and faith with Him. And He will, in that place, be able to actually deliver us. He cannot deliver anyone who does not place their faith in Him. Right, guys? May God bless you and keep you and shine His face upon you. And I'll see you in the next video.